Good
Hey.
evening.
Oh, I love it. Hi. Welcome to Dose of Books. I'm Jay, and I'm here with my co-host.
My name is Celeste.
So this is our very first episode. Now, well, technically not the very first. 2 weeks ago that we did sort of do a unintentional dry run that went over an hour. Somebody, me, accidentally invited Celeste as a producer instead of a guest to the studio, so her voice wasn't recorded.
And someone else ignored the big warning sign up the top that said, your voice is
yeah.
not being recorded.
Yeah. So our official episode 0 is titled Dose of Books with Schizophrenic Jay, because I just talk to myself. I just laugh and I talk to someone who's not there.
I think we should still publish it though.
I think I deleted it.
Aww.
It was too weird just listening to myself talking to myself and laughing. Anyway, that was a very good practice run, I'd say, because it was well over an hour. I'm hoping each episode doesn't take that long every time.
Yeah.
Maybe
but we'll see what happens.
Yeah, 20-30 minutes. Because we got to edit it as well, so we'll see how we go. Now, just a bit of origin story.
Origin story.
Just a bit of a background. I figured it's good to have a bit of a background. We work together in a pharmacy and we chat and discuss a lot, especially about books. Not always about books, but mostly about books.
Most of the time about books.
Most of the time. You thought maybe you should do a weekly book club kind of thing and might as well record it. So we can, listen back one day and, cringe together.
Yeah, and I have heard that there are other people who are also interested in books. Not that I've ever met any.
Yeah,
but...
exactly. I don't know. These mythical people that I've never met in my life ever might exist on the internet.
In books.
Yeah. And if you're gonna record it, we might as well share it.
Yeah, might as well.
Like you said, there might be people who's interested or who agrees with us or disagree. That'll be fun too.
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
Yeah, we thought it'd be a fun project. Now, initially, we were sort of planning our first episode to be just like introductory episode, but we recently just finished the book, which we'll discuss later on. We thought, why don't we just do it together in the same episode? Might as well.
Yeah, considering we've already filmed an hour long of introduction.
Exactly. Yeah, we already. I mean, no one would know in the world, because it's gone and your voice wasn't recorded. But
yes.
Yeah. We'll do a quick introductory, sort of a quick fire round of Q&A sesh. So at least so the listeners they know what kind of readers we are. We'll go through this really quickly. Now, how do you want to do this? I've got the list of questions here. I'll say it.
So have I.
You answer, and then I'll answer mine.
All right.
Let's see how
Let's
we go.
go. I'm ready.
All right. Your top 3 favorite genres?
Horror.
Horror.
I like
you can't
horrors,
do horror.
Horrors, thrillers, and I'd say probably crime. Crime thrillers.
For me, fantasy, sci-fi, thriller. All right.
So almost completely opposite.
Yeah. Apart from, I think, crime. I think there's a bit of overlap in the crime genre. But
and thriller, yeah.
Now, do you read one book at a time and move on, or do you read multiple books at the same time?
I mean, I prefer to read one book at a time.
But it's hard, right?
But it's so hard. Especially when you've got a full shelf of so many good books.
How many books are you reading right now?
In the ideal world, I would be a one book at a time kind of gal. But in reality, I've got about 5 books going right now.
5 books is nothing. You know how many books I'm reading at the same time right now?
You don't even need to answer the question.
When I wrote this question, I was like, should I really include this question? Because at one point, I was reading 22 books at the same time.
Which is ridiculous. I don't know how you can keep track of that.
I don't know why. Just one day, I just thought, I really want to start all these books at the same time. I just started them. I read chapter by chapter. I just, I've got a separate, smaller bookshelf that I keep all the current reads. Anyway, right now, I'm reading about 15 books. So obviously, I'm not read one book at a time guy.
What's your favorite book out of everything you're reading right now?
Right now, A Man in Moscow.
Disappointed that you did not say the book that I lent you. I will
No,
remember
because
this.
I only read only a few chapters.
Mm.
So, I mean, it is very compelling. And we will discuss that maybe later. But, I don't know. I don't know yet. I just feel like I'm reading the Netflix series You so far. So, I mean, nothing really special there.
For reference, do you just want to let people know what book I lent you?
Oh, yeah. Loner by, I don't even know the author's full name. Teddy
Wayne.
Teddy Wayne. Okay, so, yeah.
Yes. Which is a fantastic novel, by the way, if you enjoy books like You, but you want the protagonist to be a little less likable, a little bit more creepy.
What's there to less? Why? So far, he's been great. He's been great.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I mean, he's a bit awkward, like in social setting, but like there's nothing unlikable about him, and he's very smart with words.
How far into the book are you?
Well, apparently not very far. So
Okay. Update me at the end of your read.
Okay, all right. It'll be very different then, by the sound of it. All right, moving on. DNF philosophy. So DNF is did not finish. So some books, some people just forget about it and they just give up reading, and they just call it DNF. What's your DNF philosophy in one phrase?
In one phrase, if it makes me sad, I'm not reading it.
Really? But what if it
really
sort of redeems at the end?
No, if it makes me too sad, I'm putting it down. I'm not picking it back up.
Really? Even though you know that it'll get better and it's going to be a happy ending.
If I know that it's going to be a happy ending, sometimes I can push through. But if it's just too sad, I'm not gonna put myself through that.
Have you ever DNF'd a lot of books?
Only a few.
Okay, so you have.
Because most of the time I like to see it through to the end. But,
yeah, exactly. Okay.
What about
me, absolutely no. I'm the kind, like, if I started reading it, no matter how long it takes, I will finish that book. Now, when I say no matter how long it takes, it could take years, but I will finish it. I will finish it.
Have you ever had any book then that you've DNF'd?
I don't think I ever DNF'd any book.
Oh my God.
Technically, does that count? If you read the first, maybe prologue or the first chapter, and then thinking that, I really should get back to this later on, not right now, and I sort of stop reading it. Does that count as DNF?
No.
Yeah. So I never DNF a book. Never DNF.
Oh my God.
Never DNF. I mean, because for me, I pick the books that I know that is at least popular, or at least something that I would enjoy before I start reading. So I know that I'm not going to DNF it.
What draws you to a book? Like, do you go into bookstores and you have a look at the covers, or are you someone who follows specific authors, or what's your philosophy when picking something?
Yes, if I notice, like my favorite, like one of my favorite authors, if there's a book that I haven't noticed, and if I haven't read it, I'll definitely have a look at it. At least like read the blurb and see if it looks interesting. Book cover, definitely. We might as well ask this question now. Do you judge a book by its cover? I absolutely do.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
I don't know why people say you shouldn't judge a book by its cover, because you should.
You should.
You should. If it's ugly, you don't want to grab it.
It might not always lead you in the best direction, but it's a good jumping off point for sure.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't necessarily mean that the book will be good, but at least you're reading a book with a really cool cover.
Yeah.
It gives you that satisfaction. So
it's like when I was telling you about the book that I picked up the other day, Cursed Bunny by Bora Chung.
Oh yeah. I looked at the cover.
Is incredible. I did not enjoy that book, but the cover looked so cool.
No, strangely, when you told me the plot of the story, I was actually interested, and I was thinking of actually borrowing.
It's a bunch of short stories, and some of them are quite compelling, but a majority of them just didn't quite hit with me.
All right. So that was our DNF philosophy. And first book or series that got you into reading, if you remember. Okay, hang on. Before you say anything, when we did the unintentional dry run, majority of that hour we were talking about Twilight. Are you
It wasn't a majority. It was a lot, but it wasn't a majority. So I think I can answer that for you. Yes, the first book that I ever read that really started me off into reading was the Twilight series. Say what you want about the Twilight series, it's not particularly well written, but it is a heck of a fun ride.
No, fair enough. Fair enough. I mean, I've never read the book, so I can't really say whether it was good or bad. I can't judge. So
Well, I have the anniversary edition, so I'll lend that to you. And then you can
that's
give your
actually
thoughts.
I really want to discuss one thing about the anniversary, like special editions of books. Because if you're a collector, and if the anniversary editions, like if they look like super pretty, like no matter how much it costs, like I want that.
Really?
I mean, not
Even if you
necessarily.
already have the books?
Yeah, exactly. Not necessarily. I'll buy it straight away, but I would really, really want that.
Wow. Because
You're
for
not that
me,
really?
yeah, no. It was just that the reason I have the anniversary version of the Twilight book is because I was having a bad day and I was in a big W.
What's different
It
about
was just on
anniversary
the
edition?
shelf. Like I don't know the word for it, but like the pages,
Oh,
like when the pages line up and they're like shiny and stuff.
oh, like when you look at it from the side,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
those, like the gold sort of thingy.
Yes. Yeah, yeah. It's not the
Okay.
spine, it's the other part of it. The
Yeah,
opposite
the
of the
other. Yeah,
spine.
yeah. So it's better,
Yeah.
like a better quality, like
Mm,
production.
mm.
You know,
Yeah.
have you heard of? Oh, you probably not if you don't read fantasy a lot. There's broken binding. Hang on, let me see if I
Broken
got that
binding.
right. It's like a Yeah, it's like they make like a super premium hardcover, like premium edition of really like famous series,
Mm.
and it costs like ridiculously expensive. But like obviously I didn't buy any from them. But like for me, even if I have the original books, and even if there's nothing wrong with those books, I would want that as a collector. I'm a collector.
Mm. That makes sense. See, a lot of my purchases are like really secondhand books that I find on eBay in the middle of the night. And I don't care what they look like, I care what the content is.
Yeah, so you're the content guy.
Yeah, yeah. Like I will judge the book on its cover, but if the
Mm,
cover's a little beat up, that don't bother me.
okay. All right. Now for me, the first book series would have been Harry Potter.
I remember
Yeah,
you
I'm
mentioning
sure a
that.
lot of people will relate, especially as a fantasy reader. Harry Potter, when I was since I was young, yeah, had a huge impact. Now there are other series that had more impact on me ever since I became an adult,
Mm.
like Brandon Sanderson's Mistborn trilogy. But
Hmm.
I don't know. We'll get to that because I know you can't stand fantasy. Like you have zero idea what I'm talking about. So we'll just
What's one of
move
the
on.
like in your adult reading career, what
Yeah.
is one of the most impactful books that you've ever read?
Impactful books. Now, I would say the Mistborn trilogy, Brandon Sanderson, because
Mm.
that's the book, that's the series that got me started reading as an adult. Like all those, like my recent, at least in the past 4 or 5 years, because Harry Potter was like 20 years ago.
Mm.
But yeah, for recent reading hobby, that's a series that got me reading. Other than that, I can't really pick one or two. Is there any book that you can choose as an adult that got you into reading or that had a big impact?
I think the most impactful book that I have ever read is Tender is the Flesh
Tender as a
by,
Flesh. I heard of it.
yeah, because I told you about it.
Tender. Did you?
Augustina Bazterrica, I think is the author. I probably butchered that
Okay.
pronunciation. But oh
What
my
was it about?
God. So it's about a virus that's contaminated all animal flesh.
Right.
So
Yes. Yeah.
yeah,
Yep. 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 Yep.
meat, you can't consume it anymore.
Oh,
So they start
that
essentially
had that much impact.
and they start essentially making cannibalism a thing. And I remember reading the book, and obviously it has some pretty heavy themes.
Mm.
But I think the reason that it impacted me so much is because I was just getting kind of back into reading after a really long slump.
Mm.
And if you've read this book, you know that that last little chunk of the book hits you like a ton of bricks. Especially if you don't see it coming, like oh my God. And that was the first time I've ever read a book and thought I didn't know books could evoke this strong of an emotion.
Oh, okay. Emotion as in like what kind of emotion?
I was
Horror.
disgusted, I was outraged, I was angry, and I was like, at the same time, I was excited because I was like, holy shit, a book can make you feel this strongly about something.
Okay.
And yeah, I will never read it again. That is, it's one of the books that I'm like, this book is incredible. It was amazing. I absolutely loved it. I will never in my life read this book again because I don't think I would be able to handle it.
Wow. Okay. Do you still have that book? Do you own it?
I own an ebook version
Oh, ebook version. Okay.
because this was back when I was reading on my phone before you convinced me that paper books were actually kind of good.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm definitely gonna try one day. If you say, yeah, I'm curious now.
My
how it
God,
ends.
it's just it's a crazy ride the entire time. Mm.
You know the book I thought you were gonna mention,
What?
Salt Blood,
Yes.
by oh geez, we should really remember these authors' names.
Well, Saltblood's a little bit. We can be forgiven for not remembering the author's name because I think she's only got one book out.
Francesca de Torres. Yeah.
Yeah, and that is an absolutely incredible book.
Salt Blood. I mean, well, I borrowed it from Celeste and I read it as well. I think we can even make like an entire episode with Salt Blood itself because I think it had a big impact on me too. Just
Yeah,
as,
and you're
yeah.
not really used to that kind of book where it's
No,
more character
not at all.
driven rather than
No.
plot driven, but something about that book is just so relaxing because you're observing the entire story of someone's life.
That's right.
And the way that the character describes things, it feels like you're going on holiday. Like I distinctly
that's
remember.
not how I would put it, but I mean, yeah, that's not how I would put it, but still, yeah,
It's very immersive, is what I mean.
it is
So,
immersive.
When I would go to work, I would be so excited to go on my lunch break because I knew I'd have like a whole stretch of time where I could spend it in the car reading this book, just myself, no one bothering me. And it was like you would just be completely thrust into the world and impossible to focus on anything else. I adored it. It's not an exciting book by any means, but I found it a very whole book. You know, it feels like everything gets wrapped up so neatly at the end. It's just wonderful.
I think because it's Salt Blood. It's about the pirate Mary Read and Bonnie and those the era of the pirates. It's a historical novel. I think if I were a female reading that book, I
You're
think I
not?
would have no. By the way, I'm not. I'm a man. I'm a male. I identify myself as a male. I'm a he, his, whatever. Anyway, I think I would have related more to Mary. Like, it would have a lot more impact on my life or on my reading journey if I were a female reading that book. But
'Cause
still,
the-
like, it
the
was a
whole
very
process of
entertaining
her
book.
entire finding of her identity and the things that she
exactly.
likes and the things that she dislikes. It's just a really lovely book. And to be the
Alright.
first work published by that author, the first book, and she just
Now,
knocks
you'd
it
be
out of the park.
surprised. A lot of
Incredible.
debut books, there are a lot of incredible debut books out there. Like,
Probably in fantasy.
oh, really? You haven't really noticed it? Like, in other genres? Horror,
No,
maybe not then.
not really.
Okay. Because fantasy, yeah, there are a lot of exceptional, like, outstanding, really, really good debut novels in fantasy. Because I can even come up with a list if I actually look up what debut novels there are that was a huge hit. But
Wow.
maybe it's not in other genres. Maybe it's a bit rarer, I guess.
With fantasy, I feel like so much goes into the world building and just developing the laws of the universe that the book is set in.
That's a good point.
I feel like, yeah, it must take, like, there are some books that you read and you think that must have been cooking up in your brain for a hell of a long time.
That's exactly right. Because I heard somewhere, I know this applies to all the genres, but like mostly to fantasy because they're building their own world from scratch, right?
Mm.
Their
Yeah.
debut novels, they take the most amount of time building that world. So there's like, yeah, more chance that it comes out really, really, really well built, well written, I guess that's one of the reasons.
Mm.
But anyway, we're only halfway through the questions. Now, are you the type of person who like annotate, underline, dog ear, or defile a book, or keep it as pristine as
I am
possible?
not, but I love it when people do that. I absolutely adore it.
What if they like draw something or write something that covers part of the texts?
Uh,
Won't you
I
be
think
annoyed?
it's okay. No, no, no. If it's still legible, like that's fine with me. Because, I am always an advocate for getting secondhand books when you can, just because I think
Mm,
it's so delightful to read a book and, you know, maybe there's a section that's underlined or maybe it's highlighted or maybe there's even a little note scrolled in the margin and you think
mm,
this must have been really important to the previous owner.
yeah.
And I love that.
But you wouldn't do it yourself.
Personally, I cannot dog ear books. Something about it. No, I can't
Yeah.
do it.
In that sense, I think I agree with you. Yeah, I would never do it, but I wouldn't mind some like reading it. But I'm not really a secondhand book kind of person to start
Well,
with.
well, you did
But
just get a library card, if I'm not mistaken.
yeah, that's something that just only recently happened.
So
Because
your opinion of that may change
it may change. It may change. And you know why I got my library card?
because you thought I don't want to buy all these horror books that we're going to be reading together.
Yeah, I can't guarantee that I'll buy everything that you're gonna recommend.
Mm.
So and I think it's really good to have a backup. Like you don't no not a backup, but like some like a means to procure a book that you don't necessarily want to invest or purchase. Because before it wasn't even an option for me. But now suddenly I was like, oh, why haven't I thought of this earlier? I can just borrow
Yeah.
it from library.
I love the whole buying a secondhand book though, because then if you decide that you don't like it, you don't want to keep it, you just give it back. You donate it to an op
Mm,
shop and it goes back on the shelf and it makes its way into someone else's hands. And I love that.
brand new books can do that too.
Yeah, but it means more when it's a secondhand one.
All right. Let's move on. A huge hype book that let you down, or that wasn't really for you, if there was any.
If there was any, I'd have to go Cursed Bunny by Bora Chung. Because it won awards and all the reviews on Goodreads are astounding. And I'm thinking, are we reading the same book? Like,
All right.
if there's subtext here, I'm not smart enough for it because those stories did not hit with me.
No, but like I thought you knew what you were getting into,
Well, here's
didn't
the
you?
thing, Jay. I judged the book by its cover.
Ah, you judged the book by its cover, and look what happened. This is what happened.
I thought, wow, that looks so cool. I bet the stories inside there are amazing. And then I opened the book and I was like, huh, I don't know
You,
about all
you
that.
didn't know anything about the book before you got it?
I was ordering books online.
Okay, so you're just scrolling and you came across a really cool looking cover and you just bought it.
Yeah, like, even the back is like, oh, it's a bunch of short stories. I thought that would be so fun to discuss. I love short stories. And it's
Okay.
horror short stories and it's got some elements of sci-fi in there. I
Oh
thought,
yeah,
wow,
yeah.
that's going to be great.
I get that. Yeah, you definitely get that.
So that therein lied the appeal. And then I opened the book and I did not enjoy it. But you know what? That book is going to be donated and it's going to find its way into someone else's hands. And they're probably going to love it.
Let me try first. You got it right.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, let
Are
me
you
try
sure?
first. Yeah,
All right.
yeah. I do wanna read.
You can give it a crack.
Yeah, I will. I might like it.
I think the first story really sets the tone for the rest of the book. So,
Yeah, I mean,
Just
we
be
should
prepared.
really discuss about the content of the book because like I don't want to give some ideas to listeners. There might be some young listeners. I don't know. I mean, there may be just like 3 or 4 listeners now, like for episode 1 anyway. But still,
it's got some very
disturbing.
bizarre body horror. I wouldn't consider any of the stories that are in the book to be disturbing or horror even, to be honest.
Just bizarre.
Yeah, very bizarre. Which, I mean, if that's what you're looking for.
Oh, I love bizarre. Yeah,
Mm,
I'll give it a crack.
yeah,
All right.
I'll lend
Now,
it to
the
you.
next question is, I think I know the answer for you for this one. Standalone versus series.
I like standalone
Yeah.
books.
Well, I like series in general, but I like having standalones in between series as a sort of a breather.
Which
for
is
me.
ridiculous, by the way. If there is a,
What do you mean?
if I'm starting a series of books, I'm reading them back to back to back.
Okay, so that's why do I feel like everything that you say is something that I don't do? It's like if it's a series, I deliberately leave a term before starting the next one in the series, unless they finish at a cliffhanger. Like,
Mm,
because I want to get that organic feeling of reading the book when it's published. You know, the author doesn't publish books, you know, like back to back straight away. There's usually a term, like half a year, or something like that. Like I want to experience that organic feeling. But I mean, it's just because series are just too long. Like sometimes I want to, you know, just some short standalones to just finish one full story. That's it. I don't have to wait for next volume or anything like that. It's
I
good.
can understand wanting like a short, snappy read in between, like if you're really reading a long series.
Yeah, and Lona is exactly that right now for me.
Yes, yes, it
Yeah.
is. It's very short, very
Mm.
snappy, and it's so delightfully cringy.
I still don't really quite get the cringy part of the book that you keep saying. But
Just wait.
okay, all right. Because I'm basically just reading you. There's nothing like.
Have you actually read You?
No. Was it a book?
Yeah.
Oh no, I thought it was just a Netflix series.
No, it started off as a book. It's actually a very good book.
Really? No,
Yeah, I
I
quite
watched
enjoyed it.
a few seasons of You on Netflix. But yeah,
You should read the book.
is it a series as well?
Yes, it is, but I don't think that any of the subsequent books really lived up to the hype of the first one.
That's where I'll pass. I did really like the show in the to begin with.
No, why not?
It's okay. Like first season, I think it was okay. It was just about this stalker guy, but like as a
You got a little
seasons-
control plot wise.
yeah,
It
it's
just kind of spiraled.
yeah. I really did like that actress though. From I think she was from season 2. I think the one that
From
I don't want to spoil anything, but you know that brunette girl, not the blonde one from season 1.
you.
The brunette one, not the blonde one. I mean, the blonde one was she was cute too, but like I really like the one from the second season.
She's a great actress. She was in a lot of horror series on Netflix, and I really enjoyed her in that.
Okay.
But I think that that series, that it really should have been kept as a one-off, because as a one-off book, which the book covers the entirety of the first season.
Yep.
If you just leave it at that, I think it's perfect. I think it's
Oh,
really,
yeah.
really good.
I think so too. Yeah. The first season I enjoyed, but all the other seasons I was like, I mean, no. So just got a couple of questions left. How is your bookshelf organized? Is it by color, alphabetized, or just random, or according to your mood?
You're not going to like this. My bookshelf is organized purely for aesthetics.
No, that's actually a very valid way of organizing your bookshelf. Like colors?
I group the colors together, I group the sizes of the books together, and then I've got a huge stack next to my bookshelf because I've bought too many books.
Yeah. Oh, it's pretty to look at, right?
Oh, yeah, it's super pretty.
I would do that as well, but the only problem is I wouldn't be able to find books as quickly as I want to.
So how do you have yours organized then?
So mine's first by genre and by author's last name alphabetically. Very well
course.
organized. It's like library. It's like a bookshelf. Literally, my bookshelf. You can just like take the entire bookshelf and put it in an aisle in one of those bookshelf, and people won't notice the difference.
Oh my
I
God.
just need a little sign saying that this is sci-fi. This is
See,
crime.
I don't have time for that.
Yeah, I know it's it's a bit of a OCD kind of thing. I mean,
But then you get a new book and you got to reshuffle everything.
no, not really. I just find the genre and then I just push the back a little bit to make that space.
Oh,
Just to
that's because
find
you
it.
still got space on your
I do.
bookshelf.
Yes, I
I
still.
do
That's why.
not.
Yeah, if you don't, it's not recommended that way. Yeah.
Mm.
Now this is kind of interesting question as well. I actually I never told anyone like about this, or I've never heard anyone's opinion about this before. Do you
Hmm.
read the praises for the book usually at the beginning, an author's note or like acknowledgements?
No, no,
You
I don't.
don't.
I don't. No, unless it's on the cover
Wow.
that's like, oh, I give this book 5 stars. Yeah, I don't really read it.
Oh, okay, praises I don't read either. Praises I don't give a damn. But do you read like author's notes or acknowledgements at least?
No,
You don't.
no, I don't.
Wow. Okay.
Do you?
I do. Wow.
Why?
Our reading habit is very, very different. I'm
It's
glad.
completely opposite.
It's completely opposite. I'm so glad it is completely opposite. We've got more to discuss.
Mm,
But why
mm.
not?
I,
I mean, I
I
get
feel
that it's
like
not part of the
anything,
book, but
yeah, I'm like, anything that they want to tell me should be in the book.
yeah, but okay. All right.
So why do you read them?
I mean, there must be something that the author wants their readers to know about that's actually not part of the actual story, or give some maybe background. Sometimes it's very interesting. It shows how he or she came up with this specific idea or the background or the setting. It's just interesting to know more about the author's thought process.
Mm, okay. Well, see, I kind of like a little bit of mystery in my books. So, like,
Okay.
I don't always want the author to tell me their exact intentions when writing a book,
Mm,
and sometimes I feel like it's almost better when books are left up to interpretation, you know? So while you're like, I want more details to understand everything, I'm like, I want to garner what I need to from this book.
it's very rare that the author sort of explicitly tells the reader like what he thinks or she thinks the book is about. So it's I don't see a lot of authors note unless there's
Mm,
some specific setting or circumstances that they have to specify to clarify a few things. I don't see a lot of those, but acknowledgements, I try to read it every time. Just because these are the people who helped the author and who helped bring this book to life. And I want to acknowledge them as well. It's just out of just out of respect.
mm, mm.
I
That
mean,
makes
but I
sense.
understand people if you don't really read that. I understand that as well. So it's because it's
Mm.
not really related to the book itself. So okay, well that's all the questions I think that I prepared.
Yeah, so
Uh
that's a little bit of background on us. As you can tell, we are two incredibly different readers
very
in
different.
basically every sense. But we've always got a lot to talk about.
Yeah, which is
Mm,
if we had the same opinion about things, like it won't be fun, and there's no real
mm.
point about talking with a co-host. I'll just do everything by myself, or
Yeah,
you'll do
true.
everything by yourself.
So should we get into talking about the book that we recently read
Yes,
together?
there's a lot to unpack. I don't know like how much you want to talk about this book, but for me, I've got a lot to unpack.
Mm, okay.
Hey,
Well,
we did an intro for 40 minutes. Are you
yes.
okay if it goes for another 40 minutes?
Yes, I am. Yes.
Okay, all right.
So,
Let's
what
do
book did
this.
we read?
So it's a book by Syou Ishida. Will Prescribe You a Cat.
And what were your initial thoughts on reading this book?
Okay, now I have first spoiler free.
Mm.
So I'll try my best not to say
Yeah,
the
yeah. We'll
words.
we'll 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 mark a point where we'll eventually get into talking spoiler territory, but we'll give a
Initial
warning before
thoughts.
then.
You mean after finishing the book or before, like the first impression?
Either one. I'd like to hear both.
Okay. I knew that this was some sort of like a healing fiction, like
Mm.
contemporary Japanese healing fiction. Apparently, it's super popular for whatever reason.
Whatever reason.
Okay. It's
Wow, scathing review.
popular right now for whatever reason.
Mm.
It's apparently I did a bit of research about the book. This genre is it's blowing up in Japan,
Mm.
but I kind of I kind of get that. You know, people they want to be healed. I
Yeah.
suppose like it's just those time. But it's okay. Now this is not really a spoiler,
Mm.
but initially I thought it was just down to earth, really weird doctor psychiatrist prescribing a cat for patients.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and it's got stories in it. Didn't really expect much. 2 words: magical realism.
Mm.
That was that made the book so much better for me, especially
That
as
was your selling point.
that was my selling point because
Mm.
as a fantasy reader, like magical realism, there's just a hint of magical realism in it. I loved it.
Mm. I'm
Mm-mm.
so glad.
Oh, by the way, this book was owned by Celeste and it was borrowed to me. Now, I do want to mention something. You lent me this book while you're in the middle of reading it,
Yes, I did.
and I think that's a very noble gesture. You know, taking the bookmark out of the book and borrowing it to someone because you think that someone needs it more than you do right now. I think that's worth mentioning, and I really think that's a noble gesture.
But
Because I will never do it.
for reference, when Jay finished this book, he sent me a message and he was so excited to talk about it. And my immediate response was just, I haven't finished reading it. Don't tell me anything. And I promise you, I could hear his heart break through those messages because he just so desperately wanted to talk about this book. And I'm like, I haven't finished it. Please don't tell me anything.
There was so many things I wanted to talk about, but she's saying she hasn't finished it. I mean, like, what do you mean? You got me that book? Like, oh,
For reference, we were both in kind of a little bit of a mood slump at the
yeah,
time.
yeah.
Just kind of just the drudgery of work and daily life is kind of getting to us both. And I was reading this book and I was like, wow, this feels very whimsical. It's very uplifting. And I was like, you know what? There's someone that needs this book more than me right now. I'll finish it in my own time.
Well, did I look that depressed or something?
No, you didn't. I was just like, you know what? I can wait a little bit on finishing this book, but I feel like you really need some joy and whimsy in your life right now. So
Yeah,
we'll
that
we'll
was a very
borrow
kind
it.
gesture.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. But before we move on, the premise.
Mm.
So, what is this book about? Like, can you tell me a little bit about the book?
Well, we both read it.
Yes.
No, so the premise is essentially people come to this clinic. It's kind of tucked away in the middle of nowhere. The directions to get there is really confusing.
Very
And
confusing.
yeah, when you go in, it's kind of it's not advertised anywhere, but it's really spoken about kind of word of mouth. And
Also, it only
mhm,
appears to certain people, not everyone.
yes, yes.
Yep,
And
there's that hint of magical realism as well. Yep.
yeah, it's kind of yeah, tucked away and when you go inside, it's supposed to be a kind of psychological clinic.
Mm.
So, like a
Like a
therapist or
psychiatrist.
a psychiatrist or a psychologist,
Yep.
but
And a nurse.
and a nurse, yes. But they don't really stick to conventional treatment
Mm.
methods when it comes to the issues of life. They
Very,
will prescribe you a cat.
that's right. And
Mm.
like the personality of those two, like the doctor and the nurse as well, like very like dismissive, aloof. You know, they don't care.
Yeah, very strange.
Yeah,
Very
very
strange
strange.
people,
Very strange.
but delightful.
And yeah, so like I said, it only appears to. I mean, it apparently only the people who's going through some troubles can apparently open the door or find the door to open.
Mm.
Because there is a scene where someone tries to find it and she couldn't or something like that. It's been more than a week since I finished it, so you probably be better in terms of remembering the details correctly. But
Mm.
anyway, correct me if I'm wrong. So there are five chapters,
Hmm.
which were all named with the titles of each chapter's name for the cat's name that were
That was
prescribed.
very eloquently
It
done,
was
Jay.
eloquent and very cute as well.
Yeah, it's a very cute book. I have some theories on why it is as popular as it is. First of all, I mean, it's incredibly cozy. It's a very cozy book.
Oh yeah, very cozy read.
But also the act of, I think, especially in today's day and age where everyone's very in their own heads,
Mm.
the act of caring for something else that's alive can really kind of take you out of that headspace a little bit of focusing on me, my problems, what's going on in my life, and
Mm.
help you focus on something just a little bit different. And I think a lot of people need that kind of escape and just kind of disconnect from themselves. Mm.
What I thought was because obviously they use the cat as a medication
Mm.
to prescribe and give it to patients, but the cat is more like a catalyst. No pun intended. Like not a cure itself.
Yeah.
The cats rarely make a problem go away. They usually cause problems. I feel like.
How dare you?
No. I mean like no. I mean you can see that from chapter one. Like it's they do stuff. They mess up something, but that sort of triggers something, and it leads to some other solutions that may
Mm.
benefit the protagonist.
But I mean, in a way, I again, I feel like that's just kind of the nature of cats. Like they will destroy things. They will get
Mm.
you into some ridiculous situations, but it also helps with practicing forgiveness, Because this is
Mm.
cats have absolutely no inclination or ability to be evil, really. They're just
Yeah.
doing what cats do. And when you can forgive a cat for accidentally breaking your favorite mug, it's also easier to forgive yourself for doing things that, maybe you've
Forgiveness.
done something, yeah, on accident and you feel really bad about it and you're remembering it days later and it's like, you know what? It's okay. You
You
didn't
didn't
mean
mean
it.
it.
Hmm.
Exactly. Yeah. I haven't thought of it in terms of the forgiveness part of it,
Hmm.
but okay. And I think just that human animal bond as well,
Yeah.
because a lot of issues nowadays, especially, I think being lonely is a huge problem, like a
Hmm.
social problem. It's just that forming that bond with a pet or animal. Just it doesn't have to be a cat, but like in this book, the cats work. It works, but it's just that having that extra bond. Yeah, it's another sort of way of healing these people.
Definitely. Yeah.
Now, they were five stories. They're kind of interconnected, but do
Hmm.
you have one that particularly resonated with
The first one. The
first
first
one?
one.
What was
Yeah.
the first one? The yes, I can understand why you picked the first one.
The first story was my absolute favorite because number one, it sets the tone for the entire book and
Yeah,
it is just so incredibly delightful.
and it's not completely unrelated to your current situation.
Yes. So, for context,
Yeah.
in the first story, the protagonist really, really, really hates his job. I don't hate my job. I
Yeah,
struggle with
this
it
is yeah.
sometimes, as everyone does. But
We're talking about the book, not Celeste.
yeah,
So
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Yep.
Specifically in this book that I relate to heavily, the protagonist really dislikes his job and he's seeking out this clinic and he's worrying all the time because his boss is absolutely horrible to
Mm,
just about everyone. And he seeks out this clinic and he gets prescribed a cat. And at first he's like, I have no idea what the hell just happened.
yeah.
But it ends up being a catalyst for some really positive life changes for this
Yeah.
guy. Just
I mean,
delightful.
like if you just look at it at the face value, like what his cat did, it just makes his life a lot more difficult.
Mm.
But like it sort of led his life to where I don't know whether on purpose or just coincidentally, but like it just leads every step leads to a point in his life that's like a step towards his more ideal sort of
Mm.
life that he has been hoping for. I feel like.
Yeah. And it's also one of those things where, any kind of change can be really painful. Human beings are like,
Mm,
we're programmed to enjoy safety and comfort and habit. So when he gets this cat and all of a sudden all these things start happening and his entire life changes basically because of this cat and the shenanigans of this cat, it is initially really painful for him and he really struggles with it. And he's like, I've gone to this clinic, they've just given me a cat and this cat
That's
has
right.
just ruined my entire life.
And then doesn't he like bring it back to them and say, "Oh, this is not working" or something like that?
He
Like, after a
he
few
does.
days?
He
Yeah,
tries to
yeah.
bring it back and they say, well, your prescriptions, you still got a couple more days.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah.
Also, another reason why this segment was my favorite is because the cat is named B.
Oh yes, yes. I was gonna mention that.
Yes, and I have a beautiful little rescue cat who I love very much, and her name is Beatrice, but we call her B for short. So
I call her Queen Beatrice.
she's the best. She is very cute, but she knows it too. So, what was your favorite segment?
Apart from the finale, I think in terms of the episode, I think the second one, Margot,
The second one.
the middle-aged guy working at a call center
Yeah.
with a new boss.
And the
You know.
cat helps him kind of be a little bit kinder to other people and also reconnect with his family.
Correct.
Yeah, that was very, very sweet.
Yes. There were two things. Now, first, obviously, it did help him sort of reconnect with his daughter and his wife. But there's another sort of thing that I really felt empathetic. Is that a word?
Yes, it is.
Well, no, it's something that I could relate was that the fact that because you know how he thinks that his new boss is being over dramatic when she's complimenting people, and she's very
performative and very loud and very energetic.
very energetic, very bubbly, compliments everything on everyone on everything. Well, he didn't like that, but over the course of the story, he finds that these bosses that morale boosting is a genuine effort.
Yeah.
And that he starts to like bond with his boss by sharing the photos of the cat as well. So I don't know if I'm making any sense, but like it's the fact that he changes his perspective.
Yeah. Well, initially it was really grating for him to hear all the time all these compliments from his superior and all her what he interprets as being like forced. It's actually a genuine effort on her part to empathize and connect with other people.
Exactly, because
I think
I
think that moment where he has an interaction with his boss when they're kind of away from everyone, and he realizes like she's not doing this to be annoying. She's not doing this because she's just bubbly and cheerful all the time. It's a genuine want to connect with other people. And he shows a little bit of vulnerability himself by starting up a conversation with her and showing her those photos. And when she expresses that sometimes it's hard for her to know how to respond in certain social situations, especially when she gets shown photos of people's kids and things like that. And she doesn't really know how to respond sometimes because she is, a single woman without children, and just that moment of kind of connection where he goes, no, like your compliments are very meaningful to everyone, and it cheers everyone up. It was delightful to see him recognize that and also acknowledge that, even though sometimes she is kind of putting it on, like even if she doesn't know how to respond, she will try and be cheerful and encouraging to other people. It's for a reason. It's for a good reason.
Couldn't have put it better myself. That was exactly what I was going to say. And that the fact that he's acknowledging her, she's another human being who might be going through some stuff. She's alone in a new place. She's trying to be kind to other people. You can't just assume people's being, just over complimenting those kind of stuff.
It was a genuine effort on her part to connect with other people. Yeah.
And when he realized that, I sort of really felt empathetic towards him. All right. So there are a few more stories like that. But now we're probably gonna head into a spoiler area.
Yeah, so if you have not finished reading the book, if you don't want it spoiled, you should stop listening now.
Yeah. Or I'll try to include a timestamp if I manage to find out how to do this whole editing thing when we're coming out of the spoiler part. Okay, big spoiler.
Hmm.
The psychiatrist and the nurse, they're cats as well. I loved it.
You loved it?
Loved it. This is the magical realism I was talking about before.
Mm-mm.
I mean, they're
I
not.
was very thrown in that last segment of the book, and I remember sending you a message, and I was like, "Oh my god, is Chitose the cat?" I was just completely stunned by it, but I was also delighted. I thought this is just such a fun little twist on what I thought was
It was a
essentially
very
just a
fun
kind of
twist.
feel good like book.
Yeah.
Just to have that little element of mysticism of fantasy in there. It was really delightful.
Because even without these sort of elements, like I think the book is sort of still excellent in terms of healing fiction genre. But this, I think, it's just made it to another level. It brought it to another level. For me, at least. I don't know. Some people don't really like that they've actually included this magical realism thing. But I don't know. Did you like it?
I loved it. And that's coming from someone who traditionally I don't really enjoy fantasy, but the reveal that, the doctor and the nurse are also essentially like the spirits of cats,
Yeah.
I thought was so much fun. And when they went into the backstory of the building and how it housed, I think it was a cat breeder or something, and,
Yeah.
and the cats were very mistreated. And
Mm-mm-mm.
when they eventually got in, there was only like 2 cats left alive, and that becomes the nurse and the doctor. And it explains why only some people are able to see the clinic
That's
as
right.
well, which is delightful.
And I think because the book doesn't explicitly tell the readers like how these things happened, which I don't mind, which I like, actually prefer. There's a hidden, a bit of a mystery there. They're not
In fact,
exactly.
I think it would take away from the book if they explained exactly how it happened.
Yeah. That's absolutely no. They should. I mean, absolutely right that they shouldn't. They're not like a physical reincarnation or anything. I feel like they're just like sort of a spiritual embodiment of the cats. Because the actual human form that they're in is actually another human being.
Yes, it is.
Remember,
yeah.
like I can't remember who that the doctor was impersonating. Not impersonating, but like the got the appearance from.
Yeah, taking on the physical form of.
Yeah. And
Well,
Chitose was apparently
when they initially got into the building, there was the 2 cats that remained alive. They went to the animal hospital, and one of the cats was Chitose, who got adopted out to a woman.
Yeah.
And Chitose ends up taking the appearance of that woman.
That's right. Yeah.
And the doctor is essentially the spirit of
the other
the
owner,
other
right?
cat. Yeah, the other cat.
Yeah.
And it was the gentleman that adopted him. And that's the appearance that he takes on.
And the scene with the catnip tea, it was so cute.
It was so cute.
Because they were literally cats, so they were like being all high and like.
Which is
so
so funny because, for reference, Jay had finished reading the book before I did. And we were at work one day, and Jay comes up and he's like, "Oh, I bought this tea off the shelf. It's really good." And I look at the ingredients, and one of the ingredients is catnip. And I told him this, and he starts giggling like crazy. And me, not having reached that point in the book, I'm just like, I'm sure this will become relevant later. I'm sure I will understand what this is about later. Because Jay just storms off. He's like, I can't talk about it. I'm like,
that was a very fun coincidence.
It was. But yeah, it definitely explains their behavior in the earlier parts of the books, because you're definitely like, there's something weird about these guys. Like, they're definitely not normal.
No, there is some foreshadowing. I mean, did you see it from like a mile away, or did you didn't know it until the very end?
When the catnip tea came out, I was
Yep.
like, mm,
Yeah,
this
I
is
was like,
definitely, yeah,
yep,
yeah,
me too.
yeah. There were some parts that I didn't pick, but definitely when the
Some parts
catnip
what?
tea came out, I did get suspicious.
Yeah, I think the catnip scene was sort of a giveaway, I think.
Mm.
Yeah.
But I was
Oh,
still delighted to see it
oh yes.
come, yeah,
Yeah.
full picture. One of the things that I did want to ask you about is, do you think that the cats that are prescribed are real? Or do you think
Oh.
that they are the spirits of the cats that passed away in that building?
Oh. I never thought of it that way.
No? Well, I mean, they do say that cats have 9 lives, so it could be that they are real, but they have also passed away, if that makes sense. Like they're
That's
real in the
very interesting
physical
perspective.
sense,
Yes.
but also, it's almost like a reincarnation of them.
Yes. But then wasn't the first the cat from the first chapter
Mm.
said they're gonna go through, they have to put her down or something like that if she's not getting adopted.
Yeah, yeah.
So
It could be that they just, kind of disappear back to whatever realm they came from, the other
actually that
side.
reminds me, because I got Celeste the second. This is actually part of a series, which
Mm.
neither of us knew when we were reading it.
No.
So I got the second book as a present to her. Apparently, in the second book, they're diving deeper into this magical realism thing, like about these cats,
Oh, I'm so excited.
the more backstory, so to speak, about the doctor and the nurse,
Mm.
and about, just like you said, about cats having 9 lives. Apparently, they're gonna
Mm.
sort of delve into that. So
Oh, that's very exciting.
yeah. So
Do
yeah,
you have
really
any
good.
predictions about what might happen in the second book then?
No, I think it will still follow the general format. Maybe it'll still have people with problems. They visit the clinic, but I think as an overarching plot line, I feel like they'll reveal more about how
Mm.
Doctor Nike, was it, and Chitose
Yes.
like sort of got into that position of being a psychiatrist and a nurse. So I
Mm.
think it's going to be very
Mm.
interesting. But I have zero information about the second book, so
Yeah.
yeah. So I'm just guessing.
Yeah, I'm kind of on the fence with whether I think that the cats are actually real or if they're
That's a
reincarnated
very good.
spirits of the other cats.
That's a very good point.
So I'm hoping that in the second book, maybe they will elaborate a little bit
Yeah,
more
no,
and give a little
probably
more
will.
detail.
And you know what? The third book's coming out
Oh, fantastic. Can't
at the
wait
end of this
to
year.
read them back to back to back.
I think that's scheduled towards the end of this year, I think.
Oh,
All
that's so
right.
exciting.
Now, I did want to ask you, what did you think about that scene when Chitose was, or the cat Chitose was saying goodbye to the owner?
That absolutely broke my heart.
So that was
So,
heartbreaking for you.
yeah,
Okay.
for reference,
Yeah.
the when the cats were originally rescued from the
Mm,
building, Chitose gets adopted out and
mm,
she forms a relationship with her owner, and her owner really connects with this cat. Even though
mm,
in the book she's not really described as particularly affectionate as a cat,
mm, mm, mm.
but the owner definitely has a lot of respect for her and cares for her
Yeah.
very, very much.
Mm,
And I think when they got to have that little reunion, the owner doesn't realize that it's actually Chitose, as in her cat,
mm.
which I don't think any reasonable person would draw that conclusion.
Yeah.
But it really broke my heart as someone who, like, I have a cat that I think is basically my soulmate, and
Mm,
having that little scene where they kind of essentially, the owner closes her eyes and she thinks of all the things that she wanted to say to her cat before her cat jumped out the
mm.
window and escaped and never
Yeah.
came back.
Yeah.
And yeah, it really broke my heart not only to listen to the owner speak about their feelings about it, but also to have Chitose respond but not be understood, you know?
Mm. When I was reading that part, I knew when you get to this part, you're gonna have some hard time.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Because for
It
me,
made me sad.
as someone who doesn't have a cat, I did, but not right now. But I think it was a beautiful scene in my opinion,
Mm, mm,
because the owner doesn't even know like what happened to Chitose the cat, like because
mm,
what she just runs away or get lost or something, like it's like disappears into summer or something like that, if I
mm.
remember correctly. And they've been looking for the cat everywhere for a while, but at the end she couldn't, so she kind of gave up. But she heard the name Chitose from another person, another character, and I think that's one of the reasons she tried to visit the clinic in the first place.
Mm.
And when Chitose, the nurse, confronts her and saying something like, I can't remember the exact line, but saying something in line of, "You can let me go,
Yeah.
goodbye." It was a nice closure.
Mm. What do you think
Mm.
happened to Chitose, the cat?
I don't know. I wish they just reveal more of that in the second book, hopefully. But I don't even know if she's dead and like came back to life, or whether something happened and she just suddenly got the ability to turn into a nurse. Like, mm. What do you have a theory?
My theory is that
Mm.
she ran away
Ran
to
away. Yep.
pass.
Mm.
Yeah, yeah. But that's
Oh, that's
also
very
kind of
sad.
contradicted by what Chitose, the nurse, says when the owner comes to the clinic, because she says, along the lines of, "Don't blame yourself. It's just how I was feeling on that certain day. I just
Oh,
ran away
yeah.
because I wanted to."
Maybe she was just hiding the
But
fact
that
that she was
Yeah, it
dying.
could also be that kind of ego because she does have kind of a sassy personality. She is kind of a bit
Yeah.
standoffish, and she's not really one to show any kind of weakness or vulnerability.
That's right. Exactly. Yeah.
So I think that's it. It could go either way, but that's my
Well,
theory,
I guess we can find out more about in the second book.
mm, which is exciting.
Now, I did want to ask this question earlier. Now,
Hmm.
if that clinic only appeared to people who genuinely needed it, would it appear to you right now?
Me? No, because I got two cats. I got two lovely, special, beautiful cats who enrich my life in so
Oh,
many ways.
okay. All right. Yeah, I forgot. I
Would it
forgot you
appear
already
to
got
you?
two cats that were prescribed to you.
Yeah, and also my partner says if I get another cat, he'll kill me. So.
No, no. I wanted to ask. Ryan's okay with cats. He's a cat person.
He didn't used to be. He
All
didn't
right.
used to be.
But
Because
now
when
he
we
is.
moved in together, I just
Yeah.
had Benny, which is my soulmate in cat form. He is a beautiful little rescue with crossed eyes and one tooth left. And he's a very shy boy.
He's very cute. I looked at the
He's
photos.
so cute. And Ryan did not really like him very much. But
Mm.
I went through a really tough period when my grandfather passed away.
Mm.
And essentially, Ryan likes to phrase it as I was going through such a tough time that he did not have the guts to say no to me when I said I wanted another cat.
Well, it turned out well. So, I mean,
You got to use the timing to your advantage, ladies. If your partner says no more cats, just wait until a really tragic thing happens and then they can't say no.
wow.
But since we got B, Ryan
Mm.
has completely changed. He absolutely adores her. Those two
Oh,
are like so strongly bonded. You know, when you kind of hold cats like a baby with their
yeah.
tummy up?
Yeah.
B only lets Ryan do that. She will
Oh,
not let anyone else do it. It's just Ryan. And I think he's slowly turned into a cat person because he used to be a dog person, but we can't have a dog because our backyard's too small.
I'm jealous that he gets to do that
Do you think that the clinic would appear to you right now?
right now.
Mm.
It would not only just appear to me, they'll come knocking down on my door, saying, "Hello, I think you need some cats prescribed." I just kind of come in and we'll discuss about it.
The doctor would come straight to your
Yeah,
door, no appointment
they'll make
needed.
a home visit to me,
Well,
saying, "I think
there's
you've got
such
some
thing as
stuff." Yeah, well, we think you've got some things going on in your head. You do very well with the cat. I'm gonna prescribe you,
mm,
but
there's
yeah,
such thing as the cat distribution system as well.
huh? For real?
Yeah, so you need to be mindful of that. Sometimes the universe will just give you a cat.
I miss my cat though.
Like what?
Huh? What do you mean?
Mm.
Like
Like,
what?
you know how I told you my family, we
Oh yeah.
essentially adopted a
Mm,
stray?
mm, mm, mm.
Yeah, that's not even the first stray that we adopted. The first stray that we adopted, she walked in through the front door and never left. That is the cat
Wow.
distribution system. The universe decides you need a cat, you get a cat. So you never know.
Practically speaking, I mean, it's not the best time to have a pet right now. You know, I'm busy with 2 kids.
But sometimes it's not about practicality. It's about, you know,
It's just about what universe decides things for you.
yeah,
So,
and
yeah.
also like what you need in the moment. Sometimes you do need to connect with another living being. You need to have a relationship with a creature, a critter.
Maybe that was Jasper. Maybe that was my six, 5 months old baby. I'm creating a bond with him. I'm not being sarcastic. I really I'm not being sarcastic.
But
I'm
the
really.
fact that you said that right after I said a creature slash critter.
Oh, no, I didn't even hear you saying that. He's a little
but you're
beast. Though.
right. You know, I feel like having a child would be something just so incredibly meaningful and impactful on a life.
That's a whole new topic for another day,
Mm. And also exhausting, I'm sure.
to say the least.
Mm.
Any more things that you wanna bring up or discuss?
No, I think we're
No?
pretty good.
Okay, I haven't told you this yet, but I came up with the rating system for the show. Like, I mean, for the books that we're gonna discuss in the show. Now you're hearing this like the same time as everyone else listening.
Mm.
It's called the dosage rating because obviously we both work in pharmacy, and the show is called Dose of Books. So I didn't want to rate a book just how many stars out of 5. So we, so to speak, prescribe each book a dose instead. Now,
Okay.
it spells dosage like DOSAGE. So 6 tiers, top to bottom. I'll walk you through it. So D is for devoured. The top, couldn't put it down. You cancelled the plans. Read it in 1 or 2 sittings. Not necessarily about how quickly you went through it, but like anything that was life changing. Right. And O is for obsessed. Not quite devoured, but it lived rent free in your head. You're bringing it up at work, like, you know, unprompted. You keep thinking about it. S for satisfying. Genuinely good. No complaints. I would recommend. It just didn't take over your life. A is for average. It was fine. It existed. You close it and felt nothing too special in particular. G is for grind. You had to push to finish. Not the worst, but it was work. And now you're going to love E. Now that's the bottom of the list. Technically, there's a D and F below it, but let's say you finish reading it. E is for existential regret. So you finished it and questioned your life choices. You want those hours
In
back.
a good way or a bad way?
In a bad way. In a horrible way. You
Because I've
want
read
those.
books that were astounding and made me question my life choices, made me real existential.
No, but this E level is you want those hours back. You if you bought your own copy, you want those money back. If someone recommended it to you, you don't want to see them or talk to them for a long period of time.
Okay.
All right. So every book gets a dosage verdict. It could change over time, but we're just at this time of recording. What's your dosage on Will Prescribe You a Cat?
I think it was outstanding.
Oh, you mean?
Yeah, for
For
outstanding.
obsessed?
For obsessed. Well,
Alright.
hey, like you said, I'm learning this at the same time as everyone else.
Yeah.
What's the one
Outstanding
underneath?
works
Satisfied?
fine too. Huh? S was satisfying. So it's devoured, obsessed, satisfying, average, grind, existential regret.
I think it's a high satisfied, bordering on obsessed.
Okay.
What about you?
Surprisingly obsessed.
Oh. And
It's
that would have a lot to do with the kind of fantasy elements as well, I'm sure.
that too. And then it's been a while since I've read a healing fiction. And I needed it. And you lent it to me at the right time.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that has a
Yeah,
lot to do with it, just the timing.
it's the timing. Yeah, maybe
Mm.
if I read it in, like maybe a few months ago, it would have been maybe as satisfying. It could have been an average even. But
Mm.
at this point in time, I would give a O
Mm. And who would you prescribe this book to?
to a cat person, obviously, who's going
Mm.
through some stuff. Not necessarily like a mental issue or anything. It's just someone who wants to just take a step back from their busy lives, who wants to just sit on the couch, read about cats, and there's a
Mm.
good twist at the end as well.
Mm. I would say anyone experiencing symptoms of melancholy, just general dissatisfaction with life, feeling a little bit out of place, anyone who wants to slow down a little bit, just appreciate some smaller things that can really bring some light into your life, I would prescribe this book for you. Hmm.
An hour and a half. We've done
Yeah,
it
I
again.
know. We have.
But
Now,
like a
do we
lot of
want to
time,
set
yeah.
do we want to set a book for reading for next week?
Now I was thinking,
Mm.
I don't know if
Would you like to discuss Loner by Teddy Wayne?
we can,
Mm.
but are you still comfortable discussing about Lorna? Like, because it's been a while since you read it, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah, it has, but I still feel it. Like I said, it was a particularly it was a very enjoyable book to me. So there are things that are very memorable about that book. I feel like I would be able to
Okay. I
discuss
was
that one.
thinking of either we choose a book like Lona or something that I'm reading right now that you've also read,
Mm.
or we can choose another one that we both like neither of us started reading yet,
Oh,
and
yeah, that could be fun.
give about 2 weeks.
Mm.
And next week, I was thinking, since it's July, like top 3, 5, maybe 3 books that we read first half of 2026.
Ooh.
And we do so totally spoiler free. We would try to recommend these to the listeners.
That sounds fun. I'd have
Yeah,
to make a list. Yeah,
yeah, I know.
I
I
think
have
that's a
to
good
make a
idea.
big list, and I need to make a short list, and then I need to, because I read about, I think I read about 20 so far this year. So 3 is gonna be a very hard pick for me.
Mm.
But yeah, and it'll be very interesting what 3 books you're gonna choose. I'm looking forward to listening. So yeah, I think do you want to do that next week?
Yeah, that sounds great.
All right, so we'll do top 3 books of the first half of 2026 that we've read, and until then we can decide on a book that we want to discuss in 2 weeks' time, and we do a similar
Sounds
segments like this.
brilliant.
All right.
Oh, me too.
Now, it was a very happy coincidence that we for a first episode, we talk about the books that prescribes cats.
Mm.
And the name of the show is Dose of Books.
Yes.
And we work in a pharmacy. And
It worked out pretty well, didn't it?
yeah, and you got cats. You're a cat person. I'm sort of cat person. So, yeah.
Mm.
All right. So, well, what we'll do, I think I'm going to have to edit this, obviously.
Yeah.
And I think the main platform I'm thinking of uploading will be on Spotify, and it'll also go on YouTube as an audio only, but it will have our logo as sort of like a background image.
Mm.
And yeah, we're just gonna take things from baby steps, so nothing really fancy or anything. But
That
if you
sounds
do,
brilliant.
yeah, if you found it interesting, or if you wanna keep an eye on us, keep your ears open for us, you can always follow, subscribe.
Mm. And if you have anything that you would like to say about this specific book or Prescribe You a
Yes,
Cat, we would love to hear your interpretations of it. If you think that we got something wrong, please let us know. Love
by
to
all
hear about
means.
it.
Yeah, so that was our first episode.
Mm. Thank you to all one listener, which is just me.
Yes, thank you to, no, I'm guessing 5 listeners.
5?
Well, you, me, probably
Yes.
Gwen and Ryan,
Yep. Ryan, yeah.
maybe your mom, hopefully.
Yeah, and my mom. Yeah, probably my brother.
Now, please know that this is our first recording, first episode, so nothing's perfect.
And if you have any complaints, any questions, any
Yes.
comments, please let
We're
us
open
know. Open to
to any
criticism,
feedback.
but I might cry.
Just send it to me privately. Don't let Celeste know. If you have any, especially if you have any complaints, don't let her know.
Yeah, please
Otherwise,
don't tell me. I'm hanging on by a thread here.
like any criticism, welcome, but just don't let her know. I'll just fix it myself.
Yeah.
You did well though.
You can take that on.
You did well though. It's good that sometimes there are times that I'm not good at describing my thoughts as you would have guessed, and I think you complimented it really, really well. So that was really good.
English is not your first language. You're very fluent
Yes.
in it, but
It's
still.
not my first language. For
It's not your mother
for
tongue.
anyone who's curious, I'm Korean. So, not that anyone asked, but I just want to point out that English is not my first language. That's all.
I feel like I know you well enough to be able to help when you're struggling to articulate something, because we
Yes.
we tend to think the same way as well. So
Yeah. But strangely, so different
yeah,
in
completely
terms
different.
of like reading habits and like
Yes.
how
Yeah.
we read, which makes it very interesting.
It makes it fun.
Makes it fun. All right. That's your dose for this week. Take as needed and see you next dose. Bye.
Bye.